Welcome to the court. I'm its Jester. Where we last left off. In an interesting turn of events, someone died. Don't know for sure who yet. It was either Kaito or Kokichi. They're the only ones unaccounted for. Either of them could have killed each other. Maybe it was someone else entirely. There was poison and crossbows, and it's been a week, and I think I've forgotten all of the evidence I gathered. So let's see how this goes for us. Get in the Shrine of Judgment, Shuichi. You've been a bad boy.
Huh?
Maybe Kaito and Kokichi wouldn't have murdered each other if Shuichi was better at managing his harem. If he could keep his boyfriends in line, maybe they wouldn't have gotten so violent, you know? This is all Shuichi's fault. Because he's bad at polyamory. This isn't everyone, right? Kaito and Kokichi aren't here. Well, one of them's dead and the other one probably did it.
What's the point?
Why did we find Kokichi's clothes in the toilet? We'll figure that out later. I bet Kokichi is already there.
You bastard.
As the mastermind of the killing game, he's waiting for us to arrive.
No.
We don't know that yet. There's still a chance Kaito is alive. If Kaito is alive, that means he probably killed Kokichi, and he's not going to be alive for long. I understand why Shuichi is hopeful that his best friend is still alive. That out of the two possible people that are dead, between his best friend and his sort of situationship who revealed that who's insisting he's the mastermind behind all of this, he's hoping Kaito's the one that's alive. But I mean, he's not gonna be alive for long.
Do you want to die?
Cut it out. Do you want to die? I don't know. Maki.
Well,
this is a battle between hope and despair. If I show any weakness like you are, then I know I'll lose to despair. Lose to despair.
you don't know?
6 of us will participate, and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Oh yeah, I saw an announcement that more stuff was announced for what 2x2 was going to be like. They said the new mode is going to be called Slayhem, which is terrifying but also fun. And I think they said that the new release date is estimated for early 2027. Which is disappointing. I was really holding out hope that they were going to release the game like December, late December. Oh yeah, Sony fucked up and now they're not making physical copies of games anymore. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. This is how lost media happens. 6 of us will participate, and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Then only 5 will be left. Only 5. That's right. We're the only ones left.
That's obvious.
But we can't lose to despair. Even if we have no future, we need to win. That is the whole point of this class trial. I will defeat Kokichi, no matter what I have to sacrifice. No matter what she has to sacrifice. Oh, she's gonna kill him. I feel like Maki's plan is that if they step into the trial room and Kokichi's already there, perched at his little podium, she's just gonna rush him. She's just gonna run up and stab him in the neck. No trial, nothing. She's just gonna do the murder. Are you sure about that, Maki? Is that what you call hope? I know that we can't lose to despair, but something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. I wonder what Kaito would say at a time like this. What would he say to us? If it was Kaito... I wonder if this game has a bad ending. Like, I know that in Trigger Happy Havoc, we have the bad ending where Kyoko gets executed and the game ends. But, we didn't have a bad ending in Goodbye Despair, did we? I don't think we did. If we did, I don't remember it. So I wonder if this game has a bad ending. I wonder if Slayhem will have a bad ending. I heard someone say that they're really hoping that Slayhem has, like, multiple routes to it. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. We didn't say another word to one another. Silent as a tome, we stepped into those open doors. We had lost the will to live, knowing that what we know about the outside world. But somehow, despite that despair, we had found a new reason to live. To win the battle between hope and despair. But now, what do we know? We don't know what hope means to us anymore. What is hope? A burden you bear? As those thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. I can't think about things like that anymore. The only thing I need to think about is survival.
That's nice.
A battle like this takes me back. After all, hope and despair are natural enemies. Yes, this is truly a magnificent theme. Only esteemed works of fiction have themes as magnificent as this.
Why?
That just reminded me of, like, the scene in the Byakuya Togami novels where the author stops writing and just starts going on for, like, a paragraph about, man, this is such a good book. I'm so good at writing. I'm such a good writer. Anyway, where's Kokichi? Why isn't he here? Maki was right. The person who should be here isn't.
Well, I'll tell you once the trial starts.
What?
What's going on? What are you scheming now?
No.
It doesn't matter what Kokichi is scheming.
We must do it.
This is the final battle between hope and despair. It all ends here. Kokichi can twist and violate the rules all he likes, but will never give up. Hope will never submit to despair.
For the love of, no rules have been violated. Not on my watch, you know?
Shut up.
Whatever. Hurry up and start. We'll end it with the class trial. We'll defeat the remnants of despair no matter what. So get ready.
Yeah, I got it. Now let's get started! Mix equal parts life and death, add a dash of lies and truth, bake it in the fires of conflict. When it's golden brown and bubbling, you have yourself a truly decadent class trial!
And once more, we face a class trial. Was the one who died Kaito or Kokichi? I can't say for certain, but I still believe it. Kaito wouldn't die so easily. I don't know why I believe that so strongly. Oh, I love how because Kaito or Kokichi aren't, like, known as dead or alive, instead of them being in green or red, they're in purple. That's a nice visual thing. I will fight with everyone. To grasp the hope on the other side of this truth. I will fight. I will fight in this trial of truth and lies. Yes, I would like to save. Okay, can we get any new skills? Are there any that we want? Okay, we're out of points now, so that's what we got. Let's go.
Ahem! Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person...
Oh, I love how Kaito has a question mark over his podium. That's so sick. I think this is really interesting.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that. We don't need your rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live.
I love that Kibo's kind of acting like the main character right now. It's awesome.
And we'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Wow! An actual talking robot! I've never seen one of those before.
Seriously?
What happened to Kokichi? Why isn't he here?
Aw, don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
Unique circumstances?
Because for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown. Given these circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous. After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
I get you.
Is that possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Don't worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue. It's all part of the overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving!
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
What's there to even talk about? The Blackened is the mastermind, Kokichi.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, too.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim, the other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious? What a pain.
Everyone thinks that Kaito is the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito is still alive. If we keep discussing the case, I'm sure I will see the truth.
The victim has to be Kaito.
Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted.
And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito. And the culprit must be Kokichi!
Mila's a really good guy today. Kazing! If only mages could cast revive spells. victim has to be Kaito.
Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted.
And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito. And the culprit must be Kokichi!
We lost a really good guy today. Kazing! If only Mages could cast revive spells.
There's no evidence that allows us to confirm the victim is the survivor.
The victim has to be Kaito.
I think it's Kokichi's clothes.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence.
That's wrong! I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
Is that Kokichi's coat?
Yes, and look here. There are bloodstains on the sleeve. That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
Kokichi was injured.
Yeah, he got shot like twice with a crossbow. I think Kaito got shot once.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaito. Why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she'd want to believe Kaito was still alive. Well, the alternative to Kaito being the victim is that Kaito was the killer. And maybe Maki's insistence on believing that Kaito's the one dead is because she doesn't want to believe Kaito would have killed someone. Even if it was Kokichi, who Maki was planning to kill. Either way, it seems Maki is hung up on Kaito's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize there's a chance that Kaito is alive.
Actually, there's something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
Yeah? What about them?
There's something peculiar about those clothes. The blood stain on the clothing. No, wait.
Damn it!
Yeah, we fucked up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, Shuichi. Be cool. Be cool. The sleeve of the jacket.
That's it! Why was only the sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press? If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty. There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well. So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that logic?
Huh?
You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you. If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
Oh, here we go. We gotta fight Maki.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press is rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else but Kaito. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking hard enough.
I wasn't looking hard enough. What do you mean?
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. So when the hydraulic press crushed him, all that stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
Maki's claim appears solid, but I know that it's not. She's wrong. You can't even conclude Kaito is dead on that evidence.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves. So when the hydraulic press crushed him,
Oh, I missed it. I was too
all that
busy.
stuck out was his coat sleeve. If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way. He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
I'll cut through your words! Yes, it's true. Kaito never put his arm through his sleeve. But that was just his right arm. He wore his left sleeve normally.
Oh, yeah!
And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press.
Why did Kaito wear his jacket like that? You either commit to full cape or you commit to both arms and sleeves. You don't do one and then the other you don't. That's weird. That's so weird.
Knowing how Kaito wore his coat, that's awfully strange, isn't it?
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
Huh?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes. Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
Maki, what's really going on? Seems like you've made up your mind that Kaito's definitely dead. But why would you do that?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over. Yeah, that's true.
Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now.
Are they gonna come out wearing a mask? Are we just gonna have someone come out wearing like... Oh my god, are they gonna come out wearing the Robo Justice costume?
Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
Oh my god! A mecha has entered the courtroom.
An Exisal?
Sup?
What? Why is an Exisal here?
For mystery.
Haha. Whoops. My bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
Kaito? Wait, it can mimic voices, can it? We had that thing earlier where Exisals can mimic voices. I think? What is this?
Is that Kaito's voice?
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an Exisal and kind of dozed off. And that's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Oh, hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie! You guys thought I died? I would never! No way!
Kokichi?
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
This is actually kind of a good song. Is that like a real song? Or is that just made up like on the spot? I'm kind of vibing to the lyrics.
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
Wait, that's an actual song?
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
I mean, maybe both of them are dead. What if both Kokichi and Kaito are dead and it's just the real mastermind in there?
That's right, Cracker Jack.
Seriously, how old are you?
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself.
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself.
Yeah, she would. I did run by the whole Maki might just pull a knife in the middle of the trial and stab Kokichi in the throat with it. Yeah, she was planning to do that.
I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera. It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case. Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly. The moment the victim died.
What did you say?
Alrighty then! Let's watch this shocking moment.
I mean, if Monica shows up, that would be awesome.
Hey, Monokuma! Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
I don't know if it's just me being paranoid, but I swear Kokichi sounds off. I don't know if it's because it's been a while since we've been in a class trial and had him, like, actual voice lines, but his fucking voice sounds different. And I think maybe it's just because of the Exisal thing, because I kind of thought Kaito's voice sounded a little off, too.
Roger that!
Monokuma grabbed the camera from the Exisal and hooked it up to the courtroom's monitor. And played that tape for us. Oh! Shit. Okay. That was gruesome. Shuichi. Shuichi, you good? Are you doing okay? Yeah, you're not doing okay. You just watched your boyfriend kill your other boyfriend. Because you're bad at polyamory.
Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible. Why would something
something like this?
I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed. I'm gonna...
Oh god, get a bucket.
By the way, I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way. This video camera only has the basic functions. Just the play, record, and pause buttons, so you can't edit after filming it.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you could have pressed play, pressed record, you could have pressed record, paused your recording, and then continued recording?
And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either.
Look, I know that the Polycule is doing bad. A lot of its members have died. And a lot of its other members that are alive want to kill each other. But we can still make it through this. Honestly, the fact that I had Shuichi kiss everyone but Miyu kind of makes it seem like Miyu was like the royal court eunuch. I saw someone online make a post where they said that the next season of Love Island should have an aromantic, asexual person on the show who is just there to kind of act like a royal advisor, court eunuch, who does not get romantically or sexually involved with any of the other competitors, but is just there to be like the only reasonable person giving these people good advice. I would love that. That would be so fucking funny. It would be amazing. There's never gonna be like a asexual dating show for like allo-romantic people who still like want a romantic relationship but are asexual. There would never be a dating show for that because no one would be making bad decisions that people only make when they're horny. Such a shame. Such a disappointment. Because, like, I've talked to friends who have made terrible decisions regarding their romantic relationships, and I'm like, why are the... It's like, I have talked to friends who were in really messy, really bad romantic relationships, and they're like... And I'm like, why are you staying when everything about this person makes you miserable? And it's like all of their reasons for staying in the relationship were sexually motivated. And I'm like, oh my god, that's such a bad decision.
Right, Monokuma? Oh, you can talk. Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see. If it's necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer. No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the academy.
See? If it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted. The body we found inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press, is definitely Kaito.
Was that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death.
I mean, his eyes were closed, so at least he was unconscious for it.
I can't believe he died with his guts and his brains splattered all over that machine.
Oh god, we need to get the bucket again.
Stop it! Now I'm starting to not feel well.
We need multiple buckets.
That's probably because I used my magic to transfer all my barf over to you.
I know that's a joke, but the thought of it...
Why? Why was Kaito killed? Because you're in a death game and people die in those. Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. He had just told us that he was the mastermind. If the killing game was over, yeah, those were all fucking lies. So what would he gain by killing Kaito? Less competition for your heart, maybe? I don't know, Shuichi. You kind of slutted it up a bit. You let a lot of people on, you broke some hearts, and now murder's happening. Because you're bad at polyamory.
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exasol.
Is it just me, or does Kokichi's laugh sound different? Like, wasn't it more of a nishishi? But now it's nihihi? Am I remembering it wrong? I feel like I'm drowning in paranoia. It was nishishi, right? His laugh I don't believe this is Kokichi. I don't know. I think both Kokichi and Kaito are dead. I think both of them died. I think both of them are dead. I think Kaito got crushed by the machine and Kokichi was like probably drowned in the toilet or some shit. I don't know. Why was Wait, if Kokichi is the one alive though, and all of his clothes were like stuffed down the toilet, is he naked right now? Is he naked in there?
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is... you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene. As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
What?
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave. Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exasol after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown, to jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof, so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer. But I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Oh, man. I dug my own grave again?
The way Kokichi is talking feels so off. Like, even his cadence, like he's putting emphasis on singular words in a way that he usually didn't do. And I don't know if it's just because he's fucking with everyone, or because this isn't Kokichi.
Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now.
I know a way to prove if this is really Kokichi. I know a way to prove it. It's a bit vulgar. Pardon me for being so crass. But I think if Shuichi just whips his dick out and is like, Kokichi, right here, right now, let's go. If it's really Kokichi, he will get out of the exisal so they can do it in the middle of the trial room. If it's not Kokichi, he'll stay in the exisal. This is... It's like luring a cat out of its hiding spot with cat treats, okay? And now that I have said something so horrifically vulgar and inappropriate, I would like to formally give a public apologize to Miyu Iruma. I am so sorry I gave you crap and hated you for all the perverted things you said. Because I just topped all of them. Except for her taking photos of her own feces thing. Miyu taking photographic evidence of her daily shits was, like, really out there. I think that tops me rooting for toxic yaoi in the courtroom.
So, I give up.
No, I don't give up. It's fine.
You're giving up? Does that mean it's been decided?
We're only like a half hour into this trial, though.
Is it okay that this trial was so short?
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi was the killer. But before we vote, I want to say something to Kokichi. You may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right. The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes.
It would be kind of funny if that actually was how it went, though.
That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit? Then, are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
What?
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be one of us.
One of us?
That's not possible!
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said! I'm actually not the culprit!
This isn't how Kokichi talks! I don't think this is Kokichi! I mean, that video did make it look like Kaito was really the one dead, so I don't think Kaito's in there either. I think there's a secret third person in that exisal. I think both Kokichi and Kaito are fucking dead. I think this game's twist is they did 2 double murders instead of only having 2 people die during trial 3. They're like, I I don't know who. Maybe Monica's fucking in there. Maybe Monica's in the robot. Seriously?
What? But that contradicts what you said previously.
You know, if it turns out Kokichi is the one in the robot, I'm gonna have to eat some humble pie. Because I really don't think this is Kokichi. And if I am wrong, then it makes it seem like I don't know my boy. But I don't know, remember when we were playing Goodbye Despair and the fake Makoto showed up and he started acting shady and I started screaming, "That's not my boy, that's not my boy."
Yuppers, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage! It made the game more interesting, too.
This is so not Kokichi. He just doesn't talk like that.
Are you serious?
I mean, doing that is something Kokichi might do, but like, he doesn't talk like this.
What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
It's fine, because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
The only option? Is that really true? Are we going to just leave it at that?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death. What a horrible video.
Whoever committed that crime was with Kaito in the hangar.
Which just leaves Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
Kokichi killed Kaito with a hydraulic press. That's the consensus right now. But it had a safety feature. Is that even possible?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit. We all saw that footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death.
That's wrong! The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
A safety function.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
we saw in that video, he was already dead by then?
Eyes were closed.
But you could disable the infrared sensor of the safety function with an electro bomb.
No. I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose. It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and Exosol's remote control.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
No, we do. I have a plausible theory for the murder.
What?
Yes, there is a clue that suggests the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere else around the hydraulic press.
This is it! There was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the hangar, suggesting a body was dragged.
Okay, we're gonna take a little break here so I can grab a snack, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
The bloodstain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
Yeah, that was a lot of blood. It does not look pretty.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
So Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
That sounds about right. Why did Kokichi get naked, though?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
It could have been Kokichi's.
What?
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
We might be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence to suggest the cause of death.
There! The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
The small hole?
Oh, shit! Oh, God, I just realized something. Okay. So, in the bathroom, we found the crossbow. We also found a vial of poison. And remember how I suggested that the crossbow might have been laced with poison? The crossbow arrows might have been laced with poison, so no matter who got hit, they would die. What if Kaito or Kokichi, I don't care which, one of them killed the other with the crossbow? It was probably Kokichi that died via the crossbow because he got hit twice, and he got hit in, like, I think the chest and the back. Or, like, at least one of those more vital areas. Then, during a struggle, Kokichi got the crossbow back and shot Kaito in the arm with it. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of shit happens. Actually, no. Both of them, Kokichi dies of blood loss from his 2 wounds. Kaito's not bleeding as much, so he doesn't die of blood loss, but he dies of the poisoning. Both of them are dead. Both of them are fucking dead. Both of them are fucking dead. Who the fuck is in that robot?
No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with the weapon. I'll hit you with my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden?
Because
I'm not freaking out.
she's the one that brought Kaito the weapons, so if everything went to shit with that crossbow, it's partially her to blame.
I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
It's not possible. I can show you. The weapon that left a small hole in Kaito's sleeve. The crossbow.
This is it! I believe the weapon was the crossbow found in the bathroom.
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small. Can we then conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow? If so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. It's so surprising surprising that a crossbow is the murder weapon.
Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
She probably needs to pee. Anyway, about Kaito getting shot. If that was his cause of death, then I wonder who shot him with the crossbow. Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
This is definitely not Kokichi. He doesn't talk like this.
He's just playing with us.
Has no one noticed? I can't either I'm insane. Like, part of me's wondering if I'm genuinely insane.
Then let's show him that playtime is over. Let's show him that the students of Hope's Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
Hope? Despair? I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
If we couldn't go in the hangar, and Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
I see, so I'm the culprit.
I do have to say, I think that the Danganronpa franchise has permanently altered my brain chemistry. And I love that it did. The day I decided to play Trigger Happy Havoc was the day that my life changed forever. I do want to point out, I think all of them are positive changes. Like, one of them being that, when I wrote a Danganronpa fanfic, it was the first time I had ever tried to write fanfiction or, like, write anything. Like, I'd made webcomics before, and I'd written scripts for the webcomics, but that's kind of different than, like, writing something that doesn't have pictures to go with it. And a lot of people in the comments were praising my fic and telling me it was really good. And that actually gave me a lot of confidence as a writer and made me want to try to pursue writing books. Which has been fun. I'm writing an Omegaverse love story right now. Because I can.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar.
That's wrong! Even without going in the hangar, it was possible to land a shot with a crossbow. There was a window in the bathroom of the hangar. Maybe it wasn't possible to get in, but you could have shot through the window. And remember that Kaito was confined to the bathroom.
So if they shot Kaito through the window, they could have killed him in the hangar. Which means the murder suspect list grows to 6 people, including me!
What did you say?
But put plainly, that means
It seems Shuichi wants to make one of us the culprit. Is that it? Is that what a detective does?
Huh?
Do detectives always accuse people, even when they're friends? It seems like it. You suspected Kaito in the previous class trial, too. You're always suspicious of your friends.
In Shuichi's defense, his friends are always doing suspicious things.
What's wrong, Maki? You seem like you're kind of on edge.
Of course I am. When we said we would defeat the remnants of despair, someone got in our way.
No, you don't understand. I'm not trying to...
It doesn't matter how much you get in my way. I will absolutely defeat Kokichi. I won't let despair escape. I won't let it win.
Now, let's stop this boring fight and continue on with the not-so-boring trial. So we all agree that the murder could be done by anyone and not just me, right?
That might be true, but I didn't know about the window.
Neither did I.
Didn't we tell them about the window? Oh, I don't think we told them about the window.
Really, Himiko? What's the matter? You've been weird since we mentioned small holes.
What? Are you after my small hole too?
Himiko, we don't need to talk about your small hole. We don't need to talk about anyone's holes. God, the things Miyu would say if she was alive to see this.
See? Now that's definitely weird.
Oh God, do I miss Miyu?
Look at it this way. Just because the culprit could be anyone, not everyone is a suspect. We can pretty much narrow it down to anyone who knew about the crossbow.
Everyone knew about the crossbow, though.
I never knew about any crossbows. In other words, I'm not suspicious. There's no way you can consider me.
It does concern me that Himiko went to the hangar last night.
She did.
Whoa, really? You went to the hangar, Himiko?
Yes, she did. I definitely saw her.
You were watching me?
It's awfully suspicious that you went to the hangar last night. Okay, then the culprit is Himiko.
I don't think Himiko killed Kaito. I think she gave Kaito the crossbow.
Wait! Don't say it's me! Maki's more suspicious than I am.
I think she gave Kaito the crossbow so he could kill Kokichi with it. And that just all went to shit.
What?
That crossbow came from your research lab, right?
Anyone could have gone to her research lab, though. She's not the only suspect.
I don't know about that. She's definitely the most suspicious. Even if you make that scary face at me, I'm not gonna get scared.
$20 says by the end of this trial, Himiko pisses herself in fear. Actually, $10 says she has already, because God, the way Maki's fucking looking at her.
Because if you start panicking, then we'll know that you're the culprit.
Also, Himiko is stuck with the giant fucking robot right next to her.
I said I'm not the culprit, I swear!
You know, having the guy in the mech suit accuse you of murder must be a real low point. Is this what Evangelion is about? I have never watched Evangelion. But maybe I should. Problem is it has like 3 different remakes and like 2 different mangas or whatever, doesn't it?
Kokichi's the suspicious one! Maki too!
It
They're
can't
both the culprits!
You know, however long it is and however many versions of it there are, it definitely can't be longer than One Piece.
Why am I a suspect? Anyone could have entered my research lab.
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm suspicious. Okay, maybe I am the culprit. Maybe I'm the
I'm the
culprit!
Culprit!
That was a condescending thing to say. You think I'm too stupid for the sad mecha anime?
I'm the number one suspect, because I was in the hangar.
If
I was
you
only
are the
replenishing my
culprit,
magic!
What do you mean?
then
not
explain the
calling me
crossbow.
magic?
There's a
I
good
know
magic
it's
source
not
around
the
here.
matter at all.
So I went
Then
there
who
and found
actually
I'm the number
brought
one
it?
suspect.
I heard it! You said that you went to the hangar empty-handed, but that's a lie, isn't it?
I'm gonna watch Evangelion just so I can prove to you that I'm smart enough to understand it. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but it's now officially on my to-watch list. In addition to Revolution-y Girl Utena. I have not seen Utena. I do want to watch it, though.
What are you talking about? It's not a lie.
But Kibo saw you. He said you were headed toward the hangar carrying a large black bag.
Yes, Himiko was definitely carrying a large black bag.
No! That was probably Tsumugi cosplaying as me!
You know I can't cosplay as someone unless they're a fictional character.
Cospox isn't real. That is fake, and I stand by it.
Himiko. This is the bag you were carrying, isn't it?
That's the crossbow case.
There's no mistake. That is the bag I saw Himiko carrying.
What? Hold on. Himiko went to the hangar with a crossbow?
Uh-oh. Well, it's decided then.
Wait! That's wrong! I just brought it there. I didn't shoot it. It's the truth! Please believe me!
Himiko, it's hard to believe you when you've been, like, lying for the past, like, 5 or 10 minutes. This is what I mean earlier. Why does Shuichi always suspect his friends of things? Well, Shuichi's friends are always being shady.
You're right. I believe you. Himiko is totally telling the truth.
Not you! If you believe me, it makes me look like I'm lying!
Tragic. The worst person you know is agreeing with you. It is true. But can we really trust Himiko here? She was acting very suspiciously.
I'm not the culprit!
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow!
Another true statement.
And that's all! I didn't do anything else in the hangar!
100% exactamundo!
Why does this all sound so fishy?
Ah! 'Cause Kokichi won't shut up! Get out of my head, Kokichi!
To hit Kokichi with a crossbow, you would have to be fairly... To hit Kaito with a crossbow, you would have to be fairly good with it. Could Himiko have done this?
I'm not the culprit!
Yeah, I totally agree.
I only carried the case.
Yep, that's true too.
And I didn't even use the crossbow.
I agree. I don't think Himiko used the crossbow. More accurately, she couldn't use it.
Couldn't use it? Why not?
Because she wasn't taught how to assemble it first.
The crossbow inside this case was disassembled. Kaito and I learned how to assemble the crossbow from Maki, so we could have done it. But I don't believe someone without the proper training could have assembled it.
Well, what if Maki taught Himiko how to assemble the crossbow?
She didn't teach me that! Right, Maki? What's wrong? Are you mad about before?
You did accuse her of murdering her sort of boyfriend.
Sorry. I thought they were gonna suspect me, so I lied.
I really have to question your morals if you're blaming Maki for your lie, Himiko.
I don't think you're allowed to say something like that.
I'm sorry, Maki. Please, can you tell them the truth?
Fine. I'm not going to lie. I didn't teach Himiko how to assemble the crossbow. She couldn't have used it.
See? I told you! It's just like I said. Everyone who suspected me needs to apologize right now!
She changed back so fast. I think I might have whiplash now.
Then, why did you bring the crossbow to the hangar, Himiko?
I was asked to.
Asked to? Perhaps the person who asked was... Kaito?
That's it! Was it Kaito?
Huh? Kaito?
Only Kaito or Kokichi would have asked for a crossbow to be brought to the hangar. Because Kaito knows how to assemble the crossbow, he certainly could have used it. Knowing that, I can't imagine that anyone else would have asked Himiko.
I do not think she would bring it at Kokichi's request.
Of course not. Why would I ever listen to Kokichi?
I don't know, he's pretty persuasive. I mean, he got Gonta to kill someone.
Cause I know you like me.
Nuh-uh! I hate you!
But I like you.
Hey, don't play with Himiko's heart.
But to think that Kaito asked Himiko to do that. Maybe Kaito was trying to keep the promise we made yesterday. No, don't worry. I'll do something about all this. That's a promise. All you guys are working so hard, so I can't just sit back and relax.
But why were you keeping that a secret, Himiko?
Well, Kaito sorta asked me to keep it a secret. Then Kaito died and I got scared. I thought it was gonna be next.
You're the worst for trying to pin the blame on Maki just for that reason. Maki, teach this dumb monkey the true terror of human beings.
Don't bully the person you like.
This is way beyond bullying a grade school crush.
Himiko, when exactly did Kaito ask you to do this?
I think it was around evening yesterday. I was so nervous about fighting Kokichi, I couldn't get to sleep. So I took a walk near the hangar, and that's when Kaito called out to me. I got startled and wet myself a little, and then he asked me to get him a crossbow.
Does this mean I get the 20 bucks for Himiko pissing herself in fear?
That one part was, you know what? Never mind.
Hey, my 20 bucks is my 20 bucks. Who's giving it to me?
So if Kaito asked for a crossbow, does that mean he was going to kill Kokichi?
No, he said it was to disable Kokichi. I wouldn't have helped him otherwise. I trusted Kaito and took a crossbow from Maki's lab.
That's when I witnessed Himiko.
But then, what did Kaito do after he had the crossbow?
I don't know. I just handed him the crossbow, then went right back to the dorm.
Presumably, Kaito tried to attack Kokichi, only to be disarmed of the crossbow. And then, Kokichi returned fire and shot Kaito. That sequence of events seems logical.
No, it happened a little differently. Both Kaito and Kokichi shot the crossbow.
And there's proof of that.
This is it! Remember that when we found Kokichi's clothes, there were holes in the back and sleeve.
My poor little baby got shot with a crossbow.
The same kind of hole that was found in Kaito's coat.
So Kokichi was shot by the crossbow too?
Then it was Kaito who shot him, right?
I'm not sure. I don't remember anything like that.
You don't remember whether or not you were shot?
There is no doubt that they shot each other with the crossbow, but
It doesn't matter.
huh?
It doesn't matter what happened in between. In the end, Kokichi killed Kaito.
Maki's acting strangely. But why? Does she know something? If so, what does she know?
Maybe Maki's right. Doesn't matter what happened in the middle. 'Cause in the end, there's no mistake that Kokichi killed Kaito.
Then let's hurry up and vote.
No, it's too soon. There are still mysteries.
Who cares about that? We already know who the culprit is.
You sure about that?
I don't fucking know anymore. I think it's Monica.
Huh?
What? Now he's joining in?
As the one running this trial, it bothers me when anyone says mysteries don't matter. It affects the overall entertainment value, so I encourage you to really think about things. After all, there should be some mysteries that still matter. For example, is Kokichi really inside that exisal? Stuff like that.
What?
What are you saying? We already finished that discussion a while ago.
Kokichi's gotta still be alive since the killing game's still going. His voice is even coming from the exisal and everything.
But we heard it speak in Kaito's voice earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, don't rely on that. After all, this exisal has a voice changer.
It what?
Ha! Because of that, nobody realizes I'm pretending to be Kokichi.
Why would you do that?
But no more! Sorry for the wait, guys! The luminary of the stars has arrived. This time for real.
Okay, Kaito's voice sounds different too. Like, it sounds deeper to me. Am I crazy? Am I crazy?
What? What's going on?
I think both of them are dead and someone else is in the robot.
I told you, I'm Kaito. I was just pretending to be Kokichi is all.
Why?
There's a bit of a situation going on, so I didn't really have a choice. Sorry about tricking you guys like that. My bad.
Huh? So Kaito's in there after all?
Don't be stupid. How many times are you going to be tricked by him? That's Kokichi pretending to be Kaito.
I think it's someone else entirely.
Hey now, Maki Roll. Don't you believe me?
Don't ever call me that!
Maki's crashing out hardcore right now.
Whoa there, chill. You really think I'm Kokichi? I mean, I guess I understand. Sorry, I can't really get out of this thing right now.
Why not?
I can't move because of the injury I got from Kokichi. It's so bad I can't even stand. That's why I'm in this exisal.
Is that so?
But if you guys don't believe me, then we can't move on. So, you're up, Shuichi.
What? Me?
Explain to everyone how I wasn't the one that died.
This is so fucking weird. Kaito is alive after all. I think Kaito and Kokichi are both dead. No, maybe that's just what I want to believe. Is it really true? I mean, even if Kaito is alive, he's probably gonna get executed for killing Kokichi, so it's like, what difference does it make? What story does the evidence tell? What does why does that story end with Kaito or Kokichi being the victim? I need to give a well-reasoned answer to that question, and soon. I can't look away from the truth. The victim of the case is... Most of the evidence now shows that Kaito is the victim. Huh? What's the matter, Shuichi? You just gotta say it with confidence. I can't look away from the truth. I'm trying, I really am, but I can't think of anyone other than Kaito. Most of the evidence we have points to Kaito. Then why were Kokichi's clothes in the toilet?
Hey, what's the matter, Shuichi? Just hurry up and tell everyone why I'm not dead. Should be easy.
No, I won't. Because you're not Kaito.
I think both of them are dead and it's someone else in the mecha.
Kaito is already dead.
Despair will never die! Good, good! This is already more entertaining! Now, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds! All right, let's give it everything we've got!
I suspect that Kaito is inside the exisal.
But he said that he can't leave the exisal because he's injured.
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi's shirt.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the mastermind, but
Why are you so opposed to Kaito being alive?
I want to believe that Kaito's alive too, but that video is definite. We have nothing to counter it. Damn that exisal. Why would he confuse us like this?
I suspect that Kaito is inside the exisal.
I've got this! Unless he comes out of the exisal. We can't confirm that.
He said that he can't leave the exosol because he's injured.
Lucky! Anyone who knows about Kaito's injury can make that claim.
Is it possible that Kokichi got crushed instead of Kaito?
Lucky! Did you watch the footage? Kaito was the one who got crushed.
But there was an arrow hole on Kokichi's shirt.
I got this! Kaito's clothes had arrow holes too.
I want to believe Kaito is still alive and defeated the Mastermind, but
Lucky! The Mastermind is still alive. Inside that exosol.
Why are you so opposed to Kaito being alive?
I got this! Because the evidence doesn't support the claim that Kaito is still alive.
This is our answer.
I don't want to believe it. In a way, I still can't. But the evidence shows that Kaito must be the one who died. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's the truth.
I think both of them are dead.
I see. If that's the conclusion you've arrived at, Shuichi, then there must be no mistake.
Then the one here is...
Looks like I messed around too much.
Sorry, that was just a little joke.
what a sick joke!
You're still an asshole.
True, and I can't forgive him. But we still need to stay calm, be rational. Because we need to get to the truth of Kaito's death.
Yeah! Just keep calm and carry on!
Why are you saying that? What part of that was calm?
Getting back on topic, why don't we examine the crossbow a little more closely? I think we need to get all the facts straight, so we don't fall for any more lies.
I agree, but... What do you think, Maki?
Fine.
Okay, let's discuss that then.
Why are you acting like you're in charge of things?
So if we assume that Kaito and I shot each other with the crossbow, then the most efficient way to solve this is to set up a timeline of events.
Hey, I said, why are you...
Alrighty then! Let the debate begin! When the crossbow fired, what was even going on?
As if you need to ask, you were there!
The crossbow was in Kaito's possession first. He probably fired the first shot at Kokichi too.
Then Kokichi disarmed Kaito, took the crossbow, and returned fire.
I didn't take the crossbow from Kaito. I secretly brought a different one!
But only one crossbow was taken. The other two are still in my research lab.
Still, only one arrow was fired.
That's wrong! Wait, Himiko. What do you mean, one arrow?
Eh? Well, I only gave Kaito one arrow, so...
What?
Are you positive?
Wait, there were 3 arrows. What do you mean you only gave Kaito 1 arrow? Also, if you were sneaking Kaito a weapon, why would you only give him 1 shot? Why would you only give him the 1 shot? That's crazy. If I was like, hey bud, hey buddy, sneak me a weapon, okay? Sneaking me a weapon, okay? I need a weapon, sneak me one. And my friend, like, if I asked my friend for a gun, and my friend gave me a gun, but with only 1 bullet in it, I'd be so fucking pissed. I'd be like, where are those multiple bullets? By the way, I have never handled a gun. Given my physical stature, I think if I ever tried firing a gun, even a small handgun, the kickback from firing it would probably hurt me a lot. I could easily see myself trying to fire a gun and dislocating my shoulder. Are you positive?
Of course. There's no way I got that wrong.
Well then, that's strange, because... there were 3 arrows in the bathroom, remember?
Kaito even told me to only bring him 1. He said he wanted to avoid fighting.
There were 3 arrows at the scene, but Himiko said she only brought him 1. What is going on here?
Maybe Kokichi had some hidden away?
Why would he prep that far, though?
Why would Kokichi have 2 arrows when he didn't have a crossbow to fire them?
But we know for certain that 3 arrows were recovered from the scene. And all 3 arrows had blood on them.
And altogether, their clothes had 3 perforations in them. So we know for certain that they shot 3 arrows at each other.
Then where did those arrows come from? I don't think that Himiko is lying. There must be some angle to this we haven't considered yet. What is it? What could have happened? Think. I need to think. Oh, go Jimmy Neutron. Think, 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 think. But it's just picking up hookers in the psychic taxi again. You know, Takumi Sumino disappointed me a lot as a protagonist. And considering the fact that I'm only halfway through his game and that when I play it again, he's definitely going to disappoint me again, I don't have a lot of faith or respect in him. But you know what the one thing I can say about Takumi Sumino is? He never made me pick up hookers with him. He never made me do that. Shuichi, on the other hand, Yeah, but I wasn't like an active participant in that. I was just helplessly walking. By Shuichi making me handle the controls on driving the taxi, he has turned me into an accessory into his solicitation of young women. And I don't feel comfortable with that, Shuichi. Oh, fuck, we crashed. It's fine, we can just turn the car around. It's fine, it's fine. We don't need to get that guy's insurance. It's fucking fine, it's fine, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Oh god, we're scaring the hooker. Oh, I missed a Monokuma I could have hit. God damn it. I loved it how in the previous games we would have like pictures of the girls in like risque positions. And now in this one we just have like Kokichi being a little slut. Oh, what? I could stop helping Shuichi pick up hookers and just not solve the murder? That's crazy talk. Were all the arrows inside the hangar from the start? No. Okay, we got another one. Good evening, ma'am. How are you doing? I have put some snacks and water bottles in the back seat in case you are hungry or parched. Please feel free to have a soda. Why are the letters moving now? Damn it! My erratic driving is definitely scaring these young women. Oh god, we hit another car. It's fine, ladies, it's fine, I promise. Oh, the road is so fucking narrow, too. I wonder if, like, for a woman who does work in sex work, if getting picked up by a guy and then him picking up additional women would be, like, an extra charge or something. Oh, God, I should play Borderlands. Oh, God, I hit another car. I'm so sorry. I feel like if there were real prostitutes in a car with a guy and he hit another car, they would just leave. Who brought the 2 arrows? Probably Maki. She's up to something. She's being suspicious. A third party.
Could it be that the additional arrows were brought in by a third party?
A third party? So someone besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Kaito was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Kaito said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah. That hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
it was completely closed off. But can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way. Some way we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something. Think! Think! Think, 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 think! What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? Oh god, we're at Hangman's Gambit. We're losing hearts. It starts with an E. Oh, Exisol.
It! The Exisol! The Exisol could be used to enter the hangar. We couldn't get in because of the alarm system and the electric barrier. But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the Exisols, right? So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an Exisol.
I saw an Exisol enter the hangar last night. So was this third party piloting it?
By the way, I just want to confirm something with Monokuma. Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an Exisol?
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an Exisol. After all, the hangar is where the Exisols are supposed to be stored. It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an Exisol comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an Exisol, the security system wouldn't catch them. Because it'd be a hassle to leave the Exisol every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an Exisol and entered the hangar?
But can just anyone pilot an Exisol?
Probably.
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
Nipples too!
Anyway, this third party commandeered an Exisol and infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other two arrows with them.
I told you that's impossible.
Huh?
There's no way you can get through security if you pilot an exisal. It's not possible.
What? Not possible?
Maki, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you know? What are you thinking? Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me?
If someone was piloting the exisal, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the exisal really that difficult?
Do we even know how to get inside an exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 exisals. And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option.
Oh, I missed.
I was wrong!
If someone was piloting the exisal, they could have used it to enter the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the exisal really that difficult?
Do we even know how to get inside an exisal? Outside the hangar, there were 4 exisals. And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers...
Oh wait, no, all of them weren't found.
That's wrong! Wait, not all of the electro hammers were being charged. I know because I found one. There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the exisals.
Is that electro hammer used by the third party? Maybe they used it to disable an exisal.
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 exisals. But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed that too. Was the missing exisal taken by this third party?
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
Okay, identity of the third party. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4 exisals at the scene yesterday when I met up with Kaito. This morning, when we were trying to get into the hangar, there were 3. The culprit must have used the electro hammer between this morning, yesterday afternoon, and this morning. There's only one person among us who I could think of who would do that. I think Maki! Maki's been acting suspicious as fuck!
It's you! Maki, you're the third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery quickly. So if you use it against an Exasol, it will run out of juice with just one shot.
The Electro Hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning,
Maki, where's your Electro Hammer? I don't need it. I'd rather not use a weapon I'm unfamiliar with. This is much better. A knife? Well, I suppose you know best.
Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the Electro Hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab. Disabled the Exasol with an Electro Hammer and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after.
I'll kill your logic. Why are you doing this?
Because we need to solve the trial. I don't know, why are we doing this? What?
Why are you getting in my way?
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you—
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an Exasol, and then shooting the crossbow. I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit! You're right. I used the Electro Hammer. And I used the Exasol to enter the hangar, too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon. You're right. I used the Electro Hammer. And I used the Exasol to enter the hangar, too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I am not the culprit. Because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
The crossbow is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in their clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots
God damn it,
wouldn't
Mom.
result in a fatal injury. That's why the crossbow can't be the murder weapon. Therefore, I'm not the culprit. The arrows left holes in their clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
I'll cut through your words! It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit, if it were poisoned.
Yeah, both Kokichi and Kaito are dead.
The poison?
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation. There was just a little less in the bottle than before. If that poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
There's no way she is! 'Cause why would she kill Kaito?
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi?
Yeah, but
Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial.
I don't think she'd be cool with killing everyone else and also her sort of boyfriend.
She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
The sacrifice Maki must be talking about was all of us.
That's it! She plans to sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
No, Maki wouldn't do that. Not Maki role.
Sacrifice us?
No.
Then by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer.
No.
Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
No, not Maki. Not our Maki role.
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
No, it's not her.
She knew what happened and tried to hide it from us.
No.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here. Too bad, Maki. I already predicted this would happen.
You knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
This isn't over. Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a choice to make. We don't have to follow where the evidence leads.
We could just all die instead? You know, group suicide would be a bold way to end the game.
Huh? What do you mean?
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did you say?
Kaito told me that only I would be able to grasp what lies beyond the truth.
This is insanity.
That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it.
This is going to get you all killed.
So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday.
I see. Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi, you're so persistent. Were you always like that?
You think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off on me.
That guy could be pretty stubborn.
Then, what really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Don't just start narrating things, you're ruining the mood!
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
Yes, I would like to save. Oh god, we're like almost 20 minutes past the usual end time. This trial went on forever. But it's fine. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll figure out what the hell happened. Maybe everyone will die. Who knows? Yeah. I feel like the trials are actually just get longer and longer. Because in Goodbye Despair, I could do a trial and I could do the first half of the trial one day and then finish the second half of the trial the next day. And the next day I would usually not run over that long and be able to like finish the ending scene of the trial and the execution and everything. But with this game, it's been pretty consistent where unless I'm running like way over like my usual streaming time, I have to like pause and wait until like the execution for later. And in the first game, when I was playing like Trigger Happy Havoc, I'm pretty sure I managed to finish like the trials within one stream. They were shorter back then. Anyway, we will be back tomorrow. And until next time, show's over.